Hi, welcome back to Nomad on Fire. Today I want to talk to you about how to generate a monthly income with Bitcoin. I've been investing in Bitcoin for 8-9 years now, and I've always wanted to be able to generate a monthly income with it, but until lately it's just not been feasible. I did try, and I put 0.6 of a Bitcoin into Celsius back 4 or 5 years ago and was generating, I think it was 4 or 5% is what it was making on there. Did that for probably a year until they ended up filing bankruptcy and pretty much stole everybody's Bitcoin that they had in the things. So I've been real leery about putting my Bitcoin into anything to generate any kind of monthly income. So I leave it offline in cold storage, pretty much just don't even touch it. But that's not really doing the nomad lifestyle that great because it's not generating any type of monthly income. So last October, a company named Neos came out with a covered call strategy on Bitcoin. And that's back when I got back from Asia last year in October. So I did some research into it. I had been investing in a couple other funds, the SPYI and the QQQI, which is an award-winning ETF, award-winning of the year this year fund. So I've had some exposure to Neos. I knew that they were a good company, so I started putting some money into this Btci fund. And I tell you what, I really like it. I like it a lot. It's probably right now it's my number one fund in my Fire account. I've bought more of it than I have anything. So let me tell you a little bit about Neos and this Btci. What they do is they buy the ETF HODL, H-O-D-L, I believe it's VanEck, HODL, and then they sell covered calls against that position that they own. But they only sell covered calls on 50% of the position that they own. So they don't sell it on the whole thing. So if you know what covered calls are and how they work, you are basically limiting your upside on it because you're agreeing to sell the stock at a certain price if it hits that price. So you're limiting your upside on it if Bitcoin takes off, which it's been known to do and it will probably do again. But they only sell 50% of it, and then they sell European style covered calls, so they can't be called away at any particular moment during the time frame. They can only be called away on the expiration date, which gives a little bit more leeway on that if Bitcoin takes a rip and then comes back down and stuff like that. It leaves a little bit more leeway so their stock doesn't get called away. And they write on the 50% that they write covered calls on it, they write it anywhere from 20 to 25% out of the money. So there's still leeway on it right there. So honestly, this is the one ETF that I've been invested in that gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you growth and it gives you monthly income. And to me, that's perfect. So it's been generating about 25 to 30% monthly income and over the annualized. So you get about $1.40 to $1.50 a share every month, which turns out to be about at $1.50. It's a 30% return. So my son bought a little bit. He bought $500 worth of Btci, and then he bought $500 worth of IBIT at the same exact time. And we've been tracking it, which one's doing better growth and so forth. He's reinvesting the dividends in it and so forth. And the last time I checked with him, Btci was beating IBIT by like $1.50. So not by much, but that's extremely good for a covered call. To even be keeping up with the underlying asset on a covered call fund, that's extremely good. So it's something that I believe in. It's something that I'm investing almost all of my extra money into it. I do have some other funds that I'm going to go over with you that pay a good dividend. I do not reinvest the dividends into those funds. I reinvest them into the Btci. I will go over that in another video. And while I'm in the United States, I have the Btci reinvesting, dripping all the monthly dividends back into it to keep building the position up. And then when I go overseas for 6 months, that's when I'm going to stop the drip and have it go straight into cash. If I need to use it, I have it there to use. If I don't need to use it, then I'll buy some more Btci and I'll drip it manually. But I will start doing videos on a daily basis, tracking Bitcoin, IBIT, and Btci on a daily basis, daily close, and give you the comparisons that say IBIT closed at this price for this percentage up, Btci closed at this price, this percentage up. So I'm going to start doing that on a daily basis and uploading those, so you can keep track and you can decide if it's something that you want to invest in as well. But that's pretty much all I have for you for now on the Bitcoin monthly income. If you like this type of information, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will be bringing more of it to you later. All right, have a good day. Thanks.